Hello everyone, Vergosity here. Welcome back to episode number 6, coming to you from the Futurecraft server today. We're going to be doing quite a bit of work on our new crop farm today. My plan is to get all the layers installed, all of the farmers installed, and some sort of central storage for it, because it is going to be a pain to run the carrots back and forth and back and forth. But before we launch into that, we need to see what happened with Zeph and the diorite cage we built for him, because if you remember in the last episode, he did this to me. Oh my god! What is this? What is this? Somebody has completely filled my whole goddamn. Oh, I noticed that you don't hate diorite. I hope this changes your mind, but not because I'm cruel. I left you a gift inside. Good luck, Zefyro. Alf. Oh my god, my whole. You haven't. Oh no. So later on in the day, we just happened to catch exactly where he logged off, and we just built a small diorite cage around him. Nothing too fancy, just trying to maybe help cure him of his diorite hatred. Well, I asked him about it later that day, and he had this to say. I woke up in a nightmare. I just ran into lava. So I said, I just happened to catch you where you logged. Did I get the spot right? And he said, I was inside of a block when I logged in, took 1.5 hearts of damage. I said, did you move inside or outside of the cage? He said, inside. That's why I ran in nether and hopped in lava after I blew it up. So guys, bear with me here because we don't have video footage of that because it was not on my account. So I've made a little dramatic recreation of how I think the events might have went when Zeph logged into his diorite cage. So check it out. Oh, it's just gonna log in and where am I? Is this diorite? I'm Zeph and is this diorite? Why am I in diorite? This is the word. Break blocks. I gotta get out. I gotta get out of here. There's light. Break. Get out. Oh, is this really a diorite? Somebody's around me in diorite. I gotta get this out of here. Oh, but I can't. It burns. I was touching it. It's burning me. It's invaded my mind. It's taken over. I can't. This hatred of diorite. I gotta get out of here. It's making me think irrational things. Oh no. Alright, so the second layer of the crop farm is all installed, guys. This is the potato layer. And as I'm looking at it right now, it appears that we're missing a farmer. And there were definitely 4 in there because they've managed to fill it all in. It's been running for a little while. I don't know what happened to him. We're going to have to grab another villager and drop him there. Definitely got to get a roof on this too. Something might have happened there. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, they're hard at work making the potatoes, tossing them to the guy in the middle there, and they're all going down into the chest below there. And man, those chests are getting fuller and fuller. We're going to have to work on the storage system because it's going to be a pain to run all these back and forth to where the farmers are. So we need to get these a little more centrally located, all the crops here. But it's producing just an absolute boatload of potatoes and a boatload of carrots at this point. So I don't think we're going to have issues with getting emeralds from trading vegetables in the future anymore. So here's basically how we're setting this thing up. We're putting down some stairs in each one of these little quadrants here, and we're going to waterlog these stairs, and then that will keep the ground hydrated for after we go ahead and till it, so that we can plant the crops effectively. So just like this, and this, and that, and that. Yep, and then we can just grab our little iron hoe here, and now when we start tilling this, all of this will stay hydrated for us nice and effectively. And then once we've got it all tilled, we go ahead and we drop some torches right here on some fence posts. Number 1, to light up the area so the crops will grow effectively because we're going to have a cover on it and we don't want things to spawn in here. But also, it just keeps it nice and open then. Okay, so then once we get all the farmland hydrated and everything set up in here, we're not going to put the workstations down yet. So we're going to build a little box here for our guy in the middle, and we're going to completely surround it right now with solid blocks because they like to jump around a little bit when you take them out of the minecarts. So by doing that right there, he should, when we take him out of the minecart, when we break the minecart, he shouldn't have anywhere to bop around and he should stay right there. So now we just need to run the rail up to here and over down to here and get our middle villager in first. Alright, so we ran the minecart rail up to the top here. And we've got each one of the villagers, they're sitting in their minecarts right now, and we've got the guy in the middle here in his little white box. And now we're going to go ahead and plant some beetroot seeds around. And I don't have a lot, so we're just going to be able to put a little bit on each side, but they will effectively grow them all over the place. And then we're going to put the workstations in and break each minecart individually and let them pick up the workstations one at a time. So we're having a little issue with some of the other guys on the lower layer actually not keeping their workstations, and they just stop farming after a little while. So we're going to try to prevent that up here if we can. Alright, we got to kind of wait till the right time of day for them to be able to pick up the workstations. So we're working on installing the little pickup system over here. So we're putting a hopper down on the bottom here with a rail, and then we're putting a hopper minecart on top of that, just like so. And then we break out the rail underneath, just like that. Yep, there you go. And then when they throw the items, they should throw them into this hopper minecart as opposed to the guy in the middle there. That's what we're hoping for. We're going to leave him blocked up for a little bit yet, just while we're getting the rest of the workstations installed here. We just need to wait a few more minutes, I think. Now we got one more guy to break out of the minecart here, and I'm having a rough time not hurting him as I'm breaking him out. You're supposed to do this right here, and then you can see their hitbox, and for me it looks like his hitbox ends right there. And it looks like the minecart's hitbox is right there. So, I don't... Oh, no! Well, we gotta rescue one more villager. Okay, well, we've got the last guy in here now, finally. After our last tragedy there. So, I think we just need to put down this last hopper minecart over here. And then we should be able to open it up for business, I believe. We gotta till a couple little places here where we've trampled on some ground. But let's throw this trapdoor right here. And okay. We want to glass this up a little bit though. Yeah. Definitely want to glass this up. Alright. And some glass right here. Crack this open. Oh, I didn't put that. Okay, hang on. Sugar nuts. Okay, I think we're just about open for business here. We can actually take out this line now. I think all the villagers are ready to go. We just put the last hopper minecart in there surrounding him, and that's the last trap door. And if we crack this open here, I think we should be all ready to go. Let's glass it up a little bit. Nice. Okay. Now all these guys should harvest their beetroot and do some trading with the dude in the middle. Hopper minecarts will pick it up and distribute it down below. We just need to install one more dropper line to get these items into the water stream to take them to our storage system, which got installed. So let's go and look at that actually. Oob did a nice job putting that in and running the water stream, so let's check that out. So if we head down by the village breeder, down this way and around this corner, down here is where we're going to end up having the farmers, and here is the storage for our crops, and already it's cranking out pretty decent amount of crops here. So we've got the water stream running all the way around from the back of those chambers there, all the way down here, sorting out all of our veggies for us. Pretty dynamic storage system here, but look, we've already got a double chest full of carrots, so it's going to be no time before that's full. So we installed a little bone meal composter down here to go ahead and collect any runoff, because there's going to be a bunch of stuff left over. Originally, we were going to do wheat, but I don't think I'm going to do wheat anymore. I think that those 3 layers are going to be fine. I realized that we need multiple chests for the melons because the melons come out in slices as opposed to everything else comes out as one. The melons actually take up 9 times as much room. So we're going to have to use a few rows of this for the melon storage, but that's okay. I think that'll be fine in the long run there. We're going to have plenty of vegetables soon enough to do trading with our farmers. We're going to have to get working on a nice little area down there to do the farmers. Right now, though, let's get the pumpkin and melon farm going. Let's figure that out. So since these 2 farms appear to be going pretty good, look at this. We got lots of carrots and lots of potatoes. We are going to turn our attention to pumpkins and melons. And I've been wondering where I wanted to put the pumpkin and melon farm because it's not going to be as pretty as those other ones. So I dug out a nice hole down below here, and we're going to put it down here. And I've been spending the last, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes just figuring out how I want the rails to go and where I want the item delivery system to be. It's just taken me forever. So we've got a new idea now. We're going to try something new here. We're going to try to maybe shoot them along a ice road here because I think, if I'm right about this, I think that if you put some items in front of a piston, and then you activate the piston on the ice, it will, well, maybe not with, let's see, it has to probably be right on there. So let's see, oh, hang on now. Let's get some things like right on there. All right, perfect. Now let's hit the button and see. And nothing happened. It didn't go anywhere. All right, do we have to put something on that? Maybe like a slime block or something? So now let's throw some stuff on there, and now let's hit the button, and there they go. Yeah. All right, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we got to try to incorporate this somehow. I think we'll put the drop-off system over here, and then, you know, the dropper will spit the things out to right here. Actually, I wonder if that would even work just like this. Now, go. All right. That might actually work. And then we'll rig it up so it can recognize maybe when that dropper is empty. And then this will kick and it'll send all the stuff flying down there. Oh, that'll be so much fun. All right, that's interesting. Something new. I love it. So we called in the recruits a little bit to get a little bit of help with this because it was getting a little bit frustrating there. I wasn't quite getting it like I needed to, but we got it now. So if we send the minecart around, and the minecart's going to go around and pick up everything that will be on the bottom. Eventually it will be the pumpkins and the melons, but right now we just threw a couple leaves and a couple rails just for little test purposes. So basically, it's going to come around and it'll stop back up here. It'll deposit all of its items into the hopper, and they will fire down to here. Now we're having an issue with a couple of them it picks them up anyways. Look at that. Did you see that? Shoo! And it's going to fire them all the way down into what will eventually be the water stream down here, and then this will take everything around to where we have the farmers. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. We're going to kind of spruce it up a little bit so you won't see any of the madness behind there. Basically, you'll just be able to see the minecart come up and dock, and then you'll hear things fire, and then, shoo, things will just come squeaking out of there. That was neat. So, cool, yeah, that actually worked out. All right, now we got to get working on putting in the dirt layers here and then putting in all the seeds and the water sources so that they will be hydrated. And we got to get out one of our iron hoes and do some hoeing around here. So for now, yeah, we got to fill in the dirt, and then we're going to have to install the mechanism that will crush the pumpkins when it is time, and we're going to have to put a little timer action somewhere too, probably back in there. We're going to put a little hopper timer that will activate. It'll activate the pistons to fire, and then it'll activate the minecart to go around and collect everything for us. All right, watch this. So I sent the minecart. It's going around. It's picking up all the items. Look at this. This is so neat. And then it goes back. It drops them all off. They come in this little chute. And once everything is all deposited, right down. Look at that. We're going to have to put a little bit of a rail on the side here, apparently. But I think that looks pretty sweet. Definitely some glass right there. That'll be fine. Yay! Looky, 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 guys. We've got our pumpkin and melon farm looking gorgeous. Oh, so beautiful in here. Look at this thing, guys. It's looking really nice. I did the floors. I did just a little bit of trim here. We haven't settled on how we want to do the walls at all yet, but we hid away where the items are going to come flying out from. We hid away the mechanism totally back there and secured it in. Here's the water stream that's carrying the items. This is where all of the carrots and potatoes and beetroot are going to fall down into here, and this is the water stream that will take them around to that storage system way back there. So yeah, it came out very nice. I kind of want it to fire right now. I thought it would be firing here rather shortly because it really cranks out a whole bunch of pumpkins and melons. Let's just sit here and wait for it to fire. Then after that, the minecart comes around and it'll start firing the items, and it fires. There's quite a few items that come firing up here, I will say. Let's do a little shopping. It's the only place we can do any shopping, because these guys do not do shops here. So there'd be no stores. I said today that if somebody built a shulker box store, I would clean them out. I will go specifically mine diamonds just to buy shulker boxes. But nope, alas, that didn't come to pass. So, but we are going to do a little shopping here, and this guy sells heads. He sells heads for diamonds. So we're actually going to buy... We're going to buy 3, 6, 9 heads, and then I think we're going to get a complete set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's exactly 9. So let's get a complete set of... wait a second. Oh, no, I just bought 9 of Ace Inventor's head. Oh, okay, well, I haven't seen Ace Inventor yet. So let's see here. I don't know what we're going to do with 9 of these. Oh, I just spent 3 diamonds worth of a head of somebody I haven't met yet. Let's just put them around town. In the meantime, though, I'm just going to really enjoy my Dinorite Cave. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. I hate running through it, but I refuse to take it out right now. I absolutely refuse to take it out right now. I just don't want to. I just think it's just, you know, I just think it's fuel to my fire is what it is. It's fuel to the fire, because I'm sure there might be a little retaliation for... you know, housing them in some diorite. I don't think it's quite the same level as this here. But, you know, I'm not super mean. This is super mean. No, I'm just kidding. I've considered doing other mean things too. I just don't want to push the limits of what I should be doing here already, you know? It's I'm pretty new, so I don't want to be destroying people's lives and all of their equipment and things like that. So, you know, we'll take it easy in the beginning here. We're gonna ease into it. That's why we're leaving that there, to remind myself of what has happened and never be complacent. Always be coming up with new pranks. Oh my gosh. Look at it from way back here. It looks... Now this is probably the most fun that you can have in Minecraft. Right here is what I'm doing right now. So I'm just leading 3 chickens with seeds super slowly, pretty much walking backwards, to make sure I don't lose them, just through the forest, around the hills, and all the way to my base, which is not that close. Well, it's not that far, but at this rate, I'll get there by Thursday, I think. Will you guys go over this water? Alright, can they make it? Very, very slowly they kind of... work their way across the water here. Their little wings are just going super. Look at that. Now the reason we're getting chickens here is we're not really worried about the chickens themselves. We want to get some chicken eggs, because chicken eggs are a valuable tool for many things. You can bake cake, you can bake pumpkin pies, and there's some other things we might be able to get into with a bunch of chicken eggs. So now we got 2 chickens in there, and we're just going to start breeding these chickens. And they're going to make little baby chickens. And then we're just going to get that whole thing filled with chickens. And they're going to lay the eggs, and the eggs are going to collect down in here. At least I'm pretty sure they're going to. We got 3 in there, and we're actually going to just leave it like that, I think. We kind of built it in the side of the hill here, so it kind of looks a little bit natural. Not terribly natural, but a little bit natural. Whatever. It works. It works what we needed to do. We just needed to make its chicken eggs. We're not trying to be pretty back here yet. We'll get there, but for now, we're just trying to be functional. Because here's a nice view of the skyline with the new crop farm kind of hanging out over there on the right. It's going to look awesome once we get a roof on it and we get the bottom finished too, because that grass doesn't look quite good down there right now. I don't exactly know how to finish the bottom of it, but we'll figure something out, and I don't know exactly how we're going to do the roof either, but again, we'll figure something out. That was quite a bit of work for today, guys. I'm glad we got all that done there. I actually managed to stay on task for most of the episode. We got a little distracted with a couple heads and, you know, the chickens there, but honestly, those chickens are going to be very, very important part of what we're going to be doing in the future. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did and you want to see more, I would hit subscribe and click that bell, so you'll always know as soon as a new episode comes out. You guys have a great day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.